It is a truth universally acknowledged that Americans are over-sentimental and that American yoga teachers overuse the word love. I love all of you here. I love my faculty. I love this place. I love all of you that are the lifeblood of this studio. I love that I walk past Barbara's class 20 minutes after it's begun and no one's doing asana. And when I say, why is no one doing asana? I'm told, oh, well, Barbara's sharing her thoughts on how we're over-reliant on air conditioning. Or, of course, even better was the day I heard, oh, she's just working through still some feelings around George Bush. I love that I walk past Jared's class 20 minutes after it's begun and they're still chanting. And that the manager of CVS asks me that day, do you sacrifice chickens down there? Because what the hell was that buzzing, regurgitating noise coming through my floor? No new student can pronounce Peen's name, and that new students call our studio demanding to speak with peace. And that when we correct them and say, oh, you mean Peen's do? Well, no, they insist, no, I'm definitely looking for peace. To which one of our staff, who shall remain nameless, responded, aren't we all, man? I love that Patricia got deathly ill the night before her anxiety workshop. And that not a single member of this faculty was available to sub in front of 50 other Iyengar teachers who'd come. The great news is I experienced all the full-blown symptoms of a panic attack that morning as I walked in to teach in front of my colleagues, and so was able to give a first-hand account of the sensations of anxiety. I love that when hunting for the light fixture in my changing room, I was told, oh, Tristan's doing up her new house and they needed a light and it was installed last week. Inappropriate, in Tristan's closet, not in our studio. I love that on Joe's first Tuesday morning class, one of my students fell in love with her and came up to me after and suggested it would be really good if I would teach like Joe. And when I said that was unlikely, and what exactly did that mean? They said, well, you're like coffee, like you're good to like wake up, but Joe's like ambrosia. Maybe I'll repeat. I'm like coffee. Joe is like the nectar of the gods. Joe, sadly, will not be teaching here next week. I love that Gail was so into Natasha's class that she forgot her own class was starting. I love that next week I shall have a conversation with Fez, explaining why the term, where is he? Why the term blondie would not be an appropriate way to reference a front desk member of staff. I love that he calls me at 10:30 at night to say things like, I publicly humiliated a student who tried to leave in the middle of Shavasana. I love that he calls me 3 times a day. I love that Chanel calls me 130. And wonders that why, when Grace dropped my cell phone in her lemonade stand, I never really replaced it. I love that Natasha is too pretty and so brilliant. I love that Tom is too handsome and so good and so funny and so yoga. I love that I can never do what Kristen does with our kids, and that when she is singing to them, it's like the whole studio just stops and listens. I love that I share Tuesday mornings with my friend Nadia and Monday nights with my friend Mary, and when the studio is dimmed and I'm teaching, I look across and I see Mary or Nadia, and I remember us going through teacher training with Peens and with Patricia, helping each other study, crying in the bathrooms, trying to get through when Patricia and Peens were unimpressed with our results of a 1-hour Sanskrit exam. Handy tonight, however, in my pronunciation of Ishwara Pranidhana. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I love most of all that I will open our back room and often find someone in tears, and that if I am broken, there is this soft circle of arms that comes together and bears me through till I find my words again. I love that my husband Jeffrey hates yoga. that he has been willing to give up so much for the last 3 years of his life. And that a man who I guarantee you later will make fun of this evening and all of this yoga. Nevertheless is here with my kids and possesses all the qualities that we will discuss tonight. And that I shall work an entire lifetime in teaching to cultivate just a small amount of these qualities of truthfulness and cleanliness and generosity that you seem to have in your DNA. I love that Sam and Grace like to come to class and like to be here in Shavasana, and that Grace sometimes even massages people's hair. And I love most of all that this place runs like a ship, just as I envisioned it, and it is very clear that I am the visionary here. I said a year ago, we will do yoga, and we will only do yoga, and we will do it brilliantly. And you will notice on our workshop list, as I did a few weeks ago, and I came out and said, could someone tell me what circus yoga is? And the poor lass at the front desk said, oh, they weren't sure if you'd notice it. But if you did, I meant to say, Chanel says, don't worry about it, you'll love it. I feel we have a community that is all about teaching and it is all about yoga. This studio believes that we are stewards of an ancient tradition and that the way we act off the mat is as important as what we do on it. Tonight is not an in-depth exploration. It is meant to just be a taste to intrigue you for what will come this, our second year.